See, basically, right, this is a new format that we are trying out, right, which means that there could be some questions from gray area, so we'll try to resolve it as as we go along, right? I can't possibly think of every single combination and things like that, right? Now, the innings is going to be split into 40-over innings, is going to be split into 2 innings, right, of 20 overs each. So the way it's going to work is we're going to have the toss. Once whoever wins the toss, whatever they decide to do, if they bat first, they'll bat for 20 overs, and the other team gets to bat for 20 overs. So you have 1 inning right there, and we'll have a lunch break in between, and we'll continue with the game in the same format. So the other team bats first. Now, there is a follow-on, right? If the team batting first scores 50 or more, and then the team batting second, the team batting first will have an opportunity to enforce a follow-on. Okay, so which means that they would have to play again, right, after lunch. So that's just difference. The other things that we need to keep in mind is that to make it simple, right, we'll have the same sort of over restrictions and everything. So 20 overs, you have 8 overs of mandatory power play. Out of 8 overs, 4 overs is the bowling initial mandatory power play, 2 overs of bowling power play, and 2 overs of batting power play, right? So what does that power play mean? The first 4 overs of power play, only 2 people can be outside the 30-yard circle, right? And the second and third over of power play, 2 overs each, 3 people outside the circle, right? Each bowler will get to bowl 4 overs maximum. That's the standard thing for any game, T20 game. So what else? Yes, there is if there is a front foot no ball or a back foot no ball, for example, right? The umpires will signal a free hit, which means the next ball will be a free hit. Okay, so field restrictions will still stay. Only thing is, if it's the same batsman, right, the field cannot change. But it's a different batsman, the field can change. Okay, so and the wide ball and all those penalties are standard. Whatever there is no bouncer. There is no one ball over the shoulder level. Nothing is allowed. So any ball that is bouncing over the shoulder is a no ball. Okay. What else? What else can we think of? So at the end of the day, whichever team gets the maximum number of runs and gets other team out wins the game. And we have all the trophies over there. So the umpires will get to decide who is the MVP, who is the best batsman, bowler, and whatever. Right? So the umpires will take the decision. What else? There is no drinks break. And we're going to start each innings with a new ball. Okay? So break between innings is 10 minutes. Okay, so that gives you time for your changeover and whatever. And whenever there is a fall of a wicket, the other batsman has to be ready in 90 seconds. So basically, if he's batting, he's taking strike, he has to be ready to take the guard within 90 seconds, right? And if the other batsman, non-striker is facing the next ball, the other non-striker has to be in a position to play the ball. Okay, so within 90 seconds. So wide ball, all the markings are done, I believe. So that's all taken care of. So any questions?
What's the penalty for the 90 seconds?
See, there is something called a timeout. So the batsman can be dismissed timeout. So if the fieldings are appeals, of course. So
Yeah, I got one.
you
Is
did?
that any foot no ball? Isn't it supposed to be only overstep?
No. See, foot no ball can be both your front foot as well as your back foot. So
I know that one, but I know.
So any
I
foot
thought-
no ball, we'll keep that simple. With any foot no ball is a free.
Okay, as much as I know, it is overstep only.
So it's up to the teams. See, I mean, it does not necessarily mean that the opening batsman has to always open the innings, right? It's a 20-over game. It's up to the teams to decide depending upon the situation that they are in, right? I mean, anybody can open the innings, anybody can bat
Power
lower.
play is 4 hours per innings, right?
Yeah, maximum 4 overs per innings for a bowler.
The power play.
Power play 4, 2, and 2.
4, 2 and 2?
Yes, 8 overs. So the batting power play is something for the batting team to decide when they want to, right? So that's any questions? Any questions? Same thing that we had for T20. So I'll keep it simple. So any questions, guys? We're all good?